The last item I'd like to take a look at before we actually build a graphical user interface is the help system that's built into Visual Studio. Now, of course, you have the help menu up here at the top right on the menu bar, and if you select the View Help option, you'll be brought to the top level documentation page for Visual Studio, where not only can you learn more about Visual Studio, but also its many component technologies, such as C# down here on the left side as well. Now, obviously, there are lots of new things that you're going to be learning as you work in C# and with the .NET class libraries. So one of the things that's particularly useful is context-sensitive help. So for example, if you're going to be working with the GUI controls that you see here in the toolbox and you're curious to learn some more information about the type called button, you can select that here in the toolbox and hit the F1 key, at which point you'll be brought to the documentation specifically for the button class. And obviously it's taking a few moments to load up in my web browser here at the moment, but once it does come up, what you're going to see is the documentation for the button class, information about how that class relates to some other classes in the .NET framework class library, and also if you scroll down you'll start to learn more about the capabilities of that class. And I'll talk more about this style of documentation as we work our way through these live lessons videos. Now if I go back over to the IDE for a moment, although we're not going to look at any source code for the GUI that we're going to build in the next video, I do want to just show you that if I open up some source code here, I can also use that context-sensitive help from the source code editor as well. So for example, if I was interested in learning more about this class called form, I can simply click in the name form, hit the F1 key, and now it's bringing up the documentation for the form data type. And again, it's taking a few moments today for my web browser pages to come up, but here is the information about the form class from the so-called namespace system.windows.forms. And again, I'll talk more about the online documentation as we get further into app development with C# and the .NET Framework class libraries.